Shibu sir. Good evening, all the participants. Shibu sir, am I audible to you?
Sir, you're audible to me. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So, good afternoon, all the participants. On behalf of Aryavarta Sahodaya School Complex, I welcome you all once again. And today with us is our resource person, the uh, most dynamic one, most effective resource person in us. So, Shibu sir, and we are all very, very hopeful of learning today's session. So, requesting you to kindly start the session, Shibu sir.
Sir,
Yeah. Hello.
yes.
You please start.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, one and all. Respected Manshu sir, Megha ma'am, Shibu Singh sir, and other dignitaries of Sahodaya, Arya Sahodaya, all teachers, principals, those who have been today laboring to reflect upon a small topic, that is adolescent education. Adolescent education topic is not something new for us. Rather, nowadays, CBSE also is conducting the same topic, and we are also adjusted with this topic. Moreover, the topic is relevant in our daily lives as we are dealing with the children, those who are of 9-year, 10-year, or teenagers, adolescent. Years back, maybe 5 years back or 10 years back, we used to say exact or accurate adolescent age, we'd say teenage, maybe from 13 onwards, 13 to 19. 13 to 19 we used to consider as, teenage, because even the age also after 12, 13, teen, 14, 15, 19. So that used to be the exact or accurate teenage. But now it has been changed. Even WHO also says not from 13 we count, maybe from 9-year-old onwards, we can count the children from as an adolescent or a teenage, because the growth as such, it has been marvelously, simply it has been changed. A lot of change has been taken place in the social and other environment, social, biological, physical, mental, maybe spiritual. The lot many aspects it has been changed. Lot many aspects have been changed. So accordingly, we will have to understand the children, understand the children also in the classroom. Dear teachers, when we look into adolescence education, we have got a lot of queries, lot of questions. Even it can be a problem of identification. Whether I should identify the children of maybe 6th class, 7th class, even 5th class onwards. Even we may find sometime the children maybe 3rd class itself they get mature, they come to puberty. So identifying the children of which age children should be included into adolescence, or what are their challenges, how to recognize them into which area, which group. These are the challenges that as a teacher that we have. So as a teacher, we have got some challenges to maintain them. Then of course we can think about the students as such. They also have a lot of challenges in their personal life to identify themselves. I like to say a story just to begin the adolescent education. Once a son came to father and said, Father, what do you think my role in the family? What do you think my role in the family? Father said, Of course, you are our son, and you are the only son of us. Then the son asked, Do you recognize me as a part of the family? The father said, Of course, you are the part of our family, there's no doubt. Then the son said, Why don't you understand me? Why don't you give importance to me? Why don't you give some kind of importance to my words and my deeds? Father smiled and said to the son, Please go to my bedroom. Open the shelf. You will see a small blue box. Please bring the box. The boy went to father's bedroom. He saw a small blue box in the shelf. He brought it and gave in the father's hand. And father opened the box and there was a small stone in it. Father gave this stone to the boy, the child, and said, Please go to the market and try to sell, but don't sell it. Understand the value or the selling price of this stone. So the son was excited. He went to the market. He showed the stone. I mean the stone in the kept in the somewhere corner of the market. Tried to sell. So one person came to the stone and he kept a price of 2,000 rupees. He came back to home and said, Father, 2,000 rupees value of this stone is of 2,000 value. Father said, Go to the market. You go to the particular shop and show this stone and ask what is the value of this stone. As father said, he went to the shop, showed the stone and asked, What is the value? What is the value that you give to this stone? The shopkeeper said, 20,000. He was so excited, came to the father and said, Father, now we should sell the stone. Now we should sell the stone. From 2,000, the price has gone to 20,000. Let us sell the stone. Father smiled and said, You go to the town. There's an old shop which takes the old stones. Go to the shop and find out what is the cost of this stone. The child went to the shop and kept the stone in the table of the shopkeeper and asked what is the price of this stone. The shopkeeper said, 2 lakhs. The child was so excited, came to the father, expressed the same. And our child asked, Father, don't you think instead of keeping this stone on the shelf, we have to sell? Father replied to the son, Babu, you are also like the stone. If you place yourself in different places, the value of you will be different. If you place yourself in an accurate, the proper place, you will receive the proper value of you. So in order to understand the value of you, you should place yourself in a proper place. Shall not deviate your mind. Shall not deviate your mind. This excitement, this deviation, this kind of anxiety we see in the life of every adolescent. This anxiety or this curiosity, it's not only in the adolescent of this 21st century. Moreover, whoever 20, 19, 18, any century backward, when we look into even our lives, we too had the same anxiety, same queries, same problems, same challenges that the children of today, what they are facing, we too had. But the social aspects, it has been changed. Openness and looking towards the society, it has been changed. In order to understand a small concept, we will have to access in a understand in a different way. Accessibility was less and possibilities were not there. But now accessibility, possibility, and understanding level that has been changed. That is what we will have to look into. So when we look into the objectives of adolescent education, we have to know to articulate their views and opinions about adolescent and adolescents and describe difference between gender and sex. Explain various aspects of a school that makes it child-friendly school. It comes the application part. Explain adolescent as a phase of development. Reflect upon concerns and needs of adolescents. Identify physical changes that occurs during puberty and physical as well as psychological impact of nutrition. Explain the concepts of boundaries in relationship. Identifying different kinds of drugs and risks involved in using them and recognizing the signs of drugs abuse. I'll come to each, just I'm giving an introduction to the just session of today. Identify and educate children about peer pressure. Recognize that people are different in many ways, including physically. Follow through the various steps of decision making. Explain the physical, psychological, ethical, lifestyle differences or differences in reference to the context what we are dealing with. These are the objectives or these are the points that we will be looking today to reflect upon. First, how to understand the issues of adolescence rather than issues. We may sometimes say problems, right? Children of teenage, children of adolescence, they are having lot of problems. Or I have given the word issues. No, I don't believe in that. Children are not having the problems. Children, in short, children are not having issues at all. In the process of growth, they may face some challenges. They may face some challenges. As I said, who am I? What is my role? What is my role? How do others look at me? Children have attraction towards the opposite sex. So there can be, for example, in the village area, when a girl child of 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year old girl and boy, when they speak, stand together and speak, maybe a casual talk, the people they look at, it differs. In town or in a metropolitan cities, people are not bothered. Not that they are not looking at, it is not that they are not thinking it. The lifestyle of metropolitan city, the people of town or cities, their lifestyle is quite different. One thing, they may not know the person whoever talks. Another, they are not worried because they themselves are hurried to process in the next moment, right? But in the village, people know each other like a joint family, right?
Shibu sir, Dear participants, please wait. Yes, Rita ma'am, please wait. Sir is joining again. Dear participants, please wait. Sir will join very soon.
Sorry for interruption.
Yes,
Due to
sir.
some, connectivity issues. So what I was trying to convey that there is this issues or problems are not like problems. These are challenges which we have to cross in life. See, the adolescent and young youth people constitute critical and segments as the future demographic, social, economic, and political development depends upon them. Every aspects, maybe as we say, today's youth are tomorrow's future. Today's children are going to be the tomorrow's future. It is us young people are the world's greatest untapped resource. Adolescents can be key driving forces in building a future of dignity for everybody. We can, for example, we say when the children grow up, in the traditional Indian culture, or traditional Indian family, we say, in case a boy or girl do some kind of mischievous activities, or if they do something great work, they give the good name for the fame for the house, fame for the family. So that to be connect with means in short, the every step of the youngster it counts. They may analyze or they may not analyze. It is in a three-dimension way. One, psychological and emotional growth. Second, educational development and social maturation. The psychological and emotional growth, how to identify, how to understand what is my meaning of life, what is my aim of life. Like for example, a child who is of 8th class, 9th class, suppose we ask, what do you want to become? They will have a fantasy world of realities. Like they may not be sure about what skill they have. It is not that every children are meant to become doctor or engineer. It is not sure, but still everybody will have a passion that I want to become IAS, I want to become IPS, I want to become a doctor, I want to become engineer. So these 3-4 content it is there in their mind, or they also ask to their friends what they want to be. So their emotional growth or psychological growth, it is something different. It shows something different. Or their educational development, career development. What should I study? What should I study? In the coming slides, we'll see what are the pressure they get. What are the pressure they get? One among the main pressure, that is of peer pressure. Their friends, their friends. Mainly, we used to see in maybe 5-6 years back, up to 2010-15. At most up to 10-15, we used to see after +2, children think about what they want to become. Seriously think about what they want to become. And they also decide, okay, my friends, they go to this college for graduation or the different colleges for graduation. Let me also join. But now it has come to even after 8th class. Even 10th class is closed. Even 10th class students, even after 1928 or 2019-20, even 10th class children, that again, no, it starts from 8th class onwards. 8th class onwards, children are thinking about in which coaching center I can go for tuition. What I have to start JE coaching for even 6th class onwards. Engineering or NEET, engineering coaching from not 9th or 10th onwards. Now it's from 6th class onwards. So they start deviating. Or social maturation comes because of this. Social maturation. They are open to everything. As I said in the introductory part, they are open to everything. As we have smartphone in the hands, right? Smartphone, one click, the curiosity of any field of life, it is solves. It is solves curiosity. So the maturity or understanding the things or openness, it is quite high. So it is not the fault of child, we can say. It's not the fault of child, but the society in which they stay. That society influences us a lot. So how to understand the needs and issues of adolescence education? Adolescence is a distinctive phase of development. It's not a simple kind of, a slow, it's of course it's a gradual development, but some of the changes takes place very fast. As we say, there are two concepts. One is maybe connected with the social science, one is connected with the science, but the concepts more or less same. That is two words we say. One is evolution, another is revolution. Two words we teach the children. One is revolution, another is evolution. Evolution, it says that a gradual change. A gradual change. Evolution is a fast change, a rapid change. When we look into the teenage children, adolescent children, the development, some of the phases of development is fast change. Fast changes takes place. Maybe addicted to some other concepts. For example, they are watching a movie. Even though every movie has got a under headings, it is scrollings are there, right? What does it show? Smoking is injurious to health. Drinking is injurious to health. But children are not looking into that, the scrollings down. They are looking into their hero. They are looking into their hero, a kind of change or biological changes, intellectual changes, the thought process, everything changes. Adolescence is a period between childhood and adulthood. Adolescence is striking because of tremendous changes. Tremendous changes take place, like physical, social, emotional. These are the three tremendous changes take place. Boys and girls between 9 to 19-year-old are called adolescents. 9 to 19. But now, in some cases, even we can count from 8-year-old also, children we may count in exceptional cases. Adolescence requires educational experiences and schools that are recognized to address their physical, intellectual, emotional, psychological, moral, ethical, or spiritual and social developmental characteristics. I asked children of 5th, 6th class, recently, one day I went to the class and asked, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? And children, 5th class, 6th class children, some of the children, they stood up and said, no sir, I don't believe, we don't believe in God. And the arguments kept by them, it shocked me, the thought process they have. Maybe at home they hear what the parents speak, or the media, social media, what they influence, I do not know. But the concept they kept, I myself thought for a while, how could they get such kind of thoughts? Means the children, they are far ahead. than our thoughts. As WHO defines adolescence as any person between age 10 to 90. WHO tells 10 to 90. Just previous slide. See here, we can see 9 to 90. And at the same time, I said in exceptional cases, 8 onwards we can count it. Okay, the age range fall within WHO's definition of young people, which refers to individuals between age 10 to 24 that WHO says. Adolescent, a time of change. It's a time of change. The period from about age 9 to 19, during which a child gradually change into an adult. So don't call me teenager. You see the caption down. From now on, I want to be referred to as a pre-adult. Now, don't call me as a, therefore said no. Even some of children, when we call Babu or you children are, so children get a kind of difference in their thought, that why do they consider them as a kind of a teenager? What difference they feel? See, changes in the body during adolescence. The boys go through many physical, mental, emotional changes. The reproductive system matures, adult features appears, a height, musculars and mass increases. The changes, physical changes, lot of physical changes take place. And you see the other kind of changes, the mental pressure maybe, or their understanding level, brain, or all kinds of changes. It takes place. Moreover, it gives a vast energy. It gives. So this change we need to understand. See here, some kind of changes in teenagers we see, like reproductive system, like puberty we can say, begins from you reach adolescence and ends during mid-adolescence, 9 to 16-year age. Or this is a period of time in a person's life when they become sexually mature and able to reproduce. Puberty refers especially to the change that happens to your reproductive system. The pituitary gland in the brain signals change in the ovaries for girls and testes in boys. The ovaries begins to produce estrone and progesterone for the girls, and testes produce testosterone for the boys. This, we know the biological changes as it happens, and it comes the reproductive maturity takes place in the boys as well as girls. See, here we see what in both girls and boys, the kind of changes takes place. Like, as I mentioned, voice changes. A cute and keen voice of children of 8-9-year-old children. From there, it changes into a sharp and matured voice. It takes place. Muscle strength and body hair appears. Skin releases more oils, perspiration increases, and boys shoulders burdens hair appears, and girls the physical changes takes place. So these are the changes that what we see in boys and girls. A common that what we see also, height and muscles. Gradually, the boy's physique grows into a certain level which can have hard work, what we call it as work out the house. Maybe we expect, for example, in our family, a person is admitted in the hospital. when a person is admitted in the hospital, we normally expect one gents to be there in the hospital. Reason for it, the gents can run fast and do the things, suppose meet the doctor, meet the, what's called, meet different people and come, do a lot of things, buying the medicine from here and there and come. But when it comes to the ladies, their physical approach is not as such. Suppose a boy can run continuously, maybe 5 minutes in the ground, maybe in a fast way. At the same speed, a girl may not. Okay. Because the God has formed the body physical structure as such, and girls start, their body takes shape in that way to give generation for the, give birth for the next generation. So such changes it takes place. And see, there's same, as I said, physical changes that start taking place, maybe 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, that take place. Mental changes start taking place, like improve mental changes, like what they think about me. People of, for example, a 6-year-old child will not think, for example, not putting the tie properly, not putting the hair properly, tying the hair properly, shirt is not okay, or a little bit dirty in the shirt, maybe, just that casually they move. They never think about what others think about me. If my hair is not okay, or my face is not that appearable, or they are not worried about. Gradually, when they grow up, the children, they gradually spend the time in front of mirror. How do my face look at? How do my, how should I prepare my hair? All these things they are, observing. And the way they look at the parents, there also change takes place. It's a reality. The way the adolescent children, teenagers, they look at the parents, siblings, their friends. It can be boy, it can be girl. The way they look at the society, their thinking, reasoning, impulse control, all these things, it changes. So between the year of 10 to 30, a dramatic waves of growth and development takes place. The brain will actually prune back the brain cells and connections that you do not use. So that's called, mental changes. And the next change it takes place, emotional changes. Emotional changes. I was traveling in a bus. So one day I was observing a child who was sitting just in front of my seat, hardly a child of 3 or 4-year-old, 3-year-old child sitting on the lap of a mother, and the child was slapping mother's face. Child was slapping mother's face. So mother started crying. Just she acted that she is crying. Okay. So when she started that she was acting like crying, child got thrilled. Child got thrilled again. The child started beating. The child was getting an inspiration. Child was getting an anxiety. How mother cries. Child beats, mother makes noise. So the child was attracted towards the cry and the voice of the mother. But a child of 11 or 12-year-old, in case there's a family problem, husband-wife problem takes place, then the children, they come forward and they start comforting mother, or start saying something to father, please father keep quiet, or to mother, don't cry, we will, such kind of comfort zone that try to make, and they try themselves that I am also with you. And try to understand others' emotion. Try to understand others' emotion. And this time, they also strive towards love. They want to be loved. More than they want to love someone, they are in search of love. They are in search of love. Who will love me? Who will love me? So this emotional change, it should be solved at home. It is said every individual has got an attraction towards opposite sex. This attraction towards opposite sex, it is not for a physical attraction. Keep in mind, attraction towards opposite sex is not for a physical attraction. It is for an emotional attachment. It is for a eternal love, a spiritual love. For a spiritual love. If mother and father can give the spiritual love, eternal love to children, I don't think the children will deviate into something else. There's a possibility of deviation will be less. I remember a story which I was reading recently, an incident. One girl and boy, they came to registrar office, marriage registrar office, and they said, sir, we want to get married. We want to get married. And the registrar said, okay, I'll do the formalities. You show your ID card, everything, which proves that you are of above the age. When they were talking, one lady and gent suddenly entered into their his chamber and they start crying, saying that, sir, these are my children. Please stop them to marry. He was shocked. He was shocked. He said, both children, you stand outside. You stand outside. Let me talk to your parents, then I will call you. They were not happy to move out of the office till they went. The father starts saying, sir, today she has completed her 18 year. Today morning, we got up, both of us got up and came to her to give a gift, and she was not found. She was not found in the bedroom. Then gradually we came to know that where she went. Now, one more demand was kept by the father. Sir, please convince my children. Please convince my children, saying that I will give us 1 month time. I'll give marriage to you. I'll give marriage to them. So the registrar officer called both boy and girl into his office and start saying,
Dear past participants, please keep patience. Our resource person is facing some technical issues.
Sorry again, was interruption from my side. Sir, my screen is visible, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Absolutely visible.
So I was saying about the story that at the end, the registrar was talking to the girl, child, today you have completed 18-year-old and your father is ready to give you marriage. Then in 3 months' time, socially they want to accept both of you and want to give marriage. Can you go to home today? Can you go with your parents today? And the girl said, I don't believe my parents. I don't believe my parents. And the registrar was asking, till last 18 years, the parents were having believe in you. Don't you have believe in them? Last 2 months, 3 months, you have seen a boy and you start believing him more than your parents. See, this change, understanding or falling into a kind of unwanted emotional changes, that also a negative approach also can take place in the adolescence or teenage. Like we say, so adolescence emotional changes that has to be balanced at home. You and me, that we should understand about. And when we say about the concerns of adolescence, personal adjustment, children of teenage, they are not able to have adjustments. They're not able to adjust themselves. Or in the case of relationship or stress, sometimes they're having a lot of stress and they for not for a main cause. One of the counselors was sharing an incident. A child went to +2 examination. It's a real incident which took place in one of the schools. A child went to write +2 examination, and the child has not written nothing, not even name in the paper for first 1 hour. For first 1 hour. Then the invigilator said, why don't you write? Why don't you write? Then the child said, no, I will not write. Invigilator pressurized. Child just neglected and gradually the behavior start changing. Now, center superintendent came to the examination hall and center superintendent asked the child, why don't you write examination? No, we don't want to write examination. I don't want to write examination. Cause she did not speak. Somehow examination over. First day examination over. Nothing. Hardly something has been written. the center superintendent called the child to the office and asked, "Beta, you tell me what's the problem?" And she said to the center superintendent, "I will not come to an examination tomorrow unless and until my parents give me my mobile back. I will not write examination unless and until my parents give me back my mobile." The center superintendent informed the school concerned from which school the child has come. The same matter. Then the parents were called for counseling. The child was called for counseling. Then the different process took place. Stress. Why? The different facilities, different understanding levels. And juvenile delinquencies take place. Drug addictions take place. Teenage pregnancies take place. In fact, nowadays it's becoming quite high because children, they do not know what are the precautions to be taken for pregnancies, or they do not know how to have a good relation. They are in the world of anxiety. They are in the world of social media. They are in the world of all filmy world. Now, when the children are going to classes, maybe 5th class, 6th class, 7th class onwards, children are having curiosity. Who is your boyfriend? Who is your girlfriend? This is the curiosity they have. If a child does not have boyfriend or girlfriend, they think that no, so I am lost or something. I am out of the society. I am out of the school. This is what the children, they think about. I'm as Bihar. I am also from Bihar. I am talking to in Bihar. Many of the, in fact, I'm not saying in a in a negative sense, or we will have to be conscious about a system which is out, an institution which is not in the proper system, like coaching centers. Children are going to the such centers not for the proper education. The n number of children we see, they migrate from village to town, town to cities, cities to metropolitan cities for such kind of comfortabilities. For their, not for studies, they migrate. For their comfortability, they migrate. Sometimes those comfortability can consequently lead to such problems, maybe relationship problems, such as stress problems, even juvenile delinquency can be, even drug addiction can be, teenage pregnancies can be. That such things can, of course, can consider. Some concerns we should have, like eating disorder. Nowadays we know children, they don't want motherly food. They want quarterly, food, or online food, Zomato food, or Pizza Huts. These are the things the children prefer. So eating disorder also, it can cause the children to have some kind of problem. And sexual objectification, or strong social and cultural forces. Or youth need also be aware about power of media. Media can really make wonders in the life of students. For example, you think about a movie Three Idiots. How beautifully the movie Three Idiots have presented to the society, or presented in the minds of parents. You consider children. Let them bring up their life according to their skill. Let them bring up their life according to their skill. That has put the concern. So means social media can do. Even there are many movies about maybe Waqt, a movie called Waqt, or Hum Saath Saath Hai. There are a number of movies which gives a social family atmosphere. And adolescents, some problems we face, maybe social comfort, peer culture pressure, and lack of basic reproductive health information, lack of skill and negotiation safe relationship. Those things can be other challenges. And see, major health issues of adolescents, psychosocial mental health issues can occur, unprotected safe sex, or the abortions, HIV, or such problems also can occur. See the different aspects. It's me, once doctor, it's gentleman, I'm feeling too ashamed to go out. Once they do some kind of mistakes, and they themselves feel a kind of guiltiness. They feel guilty on their actions, juvenile crime. In fact, for a simple things, for example, one of the newspapers were showing, it was of course not happened in India. Father was a police officer, and once the teacher was asking homeworks, and the teacher has given punishment one day. Next day, the child took the pistol of father, came to the school, did not do homework. The moment start, the teacher asked, "Where is your homework?" Stood up, took the pistol, shoot the parent. I mean, shoot the teacher. Bringing different articles in the classroom. We also may see maybe drinks, maybe no, it's not like hot drinks. It's maybe a Pepsi, Coca-Cola, those things. Even that's not advisable. Even they're bringing, like a whitener. Children, whiteners are prohibited in the even school. Okay, and kind of even blades are not, allowed in the school. So some kind of precautions that as a school we also have to taken out. So adolescents, as an adolescent person, see here, we are ready to jump into anything. No matter what is the height. No matter what is the height. If I think I will jump, means I will jump. No matter what consequence will take in the next moment, they are not worried about. Because curiosity, to learn maybe, to discover maybe, for me it may be a rebellion, or it can be pushing boundaries. This is the boundary that I don't want a boundary, let it be. If parents say you don't go out of house after 5 o'clock, why I can't go after 5 o'clock? Why can't I go at night to a restaurant with my friends? Why can't I celebrate birthday of my friend at their house or in the hotels? Take out the boundaries to be cool, to be belong. Their brain is deriving them to, it needs to grow. Only they have a thought in mind. My life is only once. My life is only once. That thought also, it comes to their mind. So identifying self-concept. I told a story in the beginning. Who am I? See here, self-esteem. Who am I? I have my respect. Everyone should respect me. Standard lays ourselves or by society or comparisons with others, social role. So self-concept, when we think about self-schemas, past self, present self, future self, what I am, what I will be, what I will be tomorrow, these queries, anxieties will be there. Some role models are necessary in my life. It may be Sindhu, or PV Sindhu maybe, the acid affected Lakshmi Agarwal maybe, even though some kind of problems took place, they came up. It can be Mary Kom, it can be Sania Nehwal, it can be Sushil Kumar, it can be APJ Abdul Kalam, it can be me myself as a teacher to the students, right? As a teacher also, I should be a good role model to everybody. And as an adolescent, very necessary to have personal hygiene. Washing the body. As I said, hormonal development takes place in teenagers very fast way. So perspiring or very hygienic, going to washroom, washing personal body and taking care of our body. These things are very necessary. And this also we have to make them understand what is sex, what is gender. Both are not same. One is born with, one is given. So these are different identifications of gender based persons. It can be gender identity, gender expression, biological sex or sexual orientation can be. So in a matter of gender diversity, education should take place in the class, in the school. In fact, I would prefer every school should have minimum one adolescence education class in every school. It may be principal should take, or the senior most teacher should take for every children of 6th class onwards, 5th class onwards. Every children should attend adolescence education minimum once. So this is one suggestion that I have. As I said, in adolescence first we have a friendship, then maybe love, about marriage, concept about friendship, concept about love, concept about marriage, that way it has to be understood. So as I said in between, the highest pressure for every teenagers, it's a adolescent peer pressure. What my friends will do, my friends my friends will go to study, what exam they are doing, and they have a group. The moment the 8th class finished, they make a group, or maybe 10th class finished, they make a group. Let us go to study to such and such institute. Let us go to different institutions. So, and bullying can be two types. One is direct, another one is indirect. So indirect and direct bullying also can take place, maybe socially or their peer group, physically, and different bullyings can take place. Verbal bullyings can be, even verbal bullyings, even the class also can take place, like from teachers also can take place bullyings. So we as a teacher, we have to be careful. Our words should not be cause for bullying. It should not have any kind of verbal bullying at all. Or relational bullying, it can be cyber bullying, that somebody pastes it on the social media, you're not good, or gossip against somebody. Such bullying also can take place. And very important, we have to be conscious that our children shall not fall into drugs. Okay, even not only as we say about drugs, tobacco, alcohol, and different intoxicating item drugs. Along with that, internet addiction also is this is also a drug. This is not only for adolescents. In every age, children are facing this addiction of internet and mobile, social media, including you and me. We are the victim of this addiction. So we have to be out of this. See here, a person with all facilities. See here, a person with all facilities. So these facilities, if we make use of it, is okay. Else we have to think about. So when we think about, making difference, we have no control over how students enter into our school. We can greatly afford how they leave them. How the students are coming to the school, don't think about. Let us think about only one thing, how the children walk out of our school. They may be raw when they come in. They will have a negative approach when they come in. Then they will have different concepts when they come in. But when they walk out of the school, they should have a positive effort, positive thoughts. They should be enthusiastic. They should have a great thought. They should have inspiration. They should have a positive vision about the school. And if they have a tendency of juvenile home or juvenile criminality, drug addiction, mobile addiction, social media addiction, or any kind of teenage issues, that should be taken out. And one more thing, dear teachers, children, when they come to us, please make them understand you have problems, but they are not problems. This is a temporary challenge which will be going away from you. You are also human being like others. We do respect you, and you can make difference in the society. So, dear teachers, when we are having this adolescence education 1 hour short session, it's a 2-day session in CBSE. A short bird's eye I have given to you. First suggestion I like to say, kindly have an adolescence education seminar, maybe for 1 hour, 2 hours, or even for half an hour for every child of adolescence in the school. And the children should have positive approach when they move out of the school. The children should have positive approach towards every aspects of their life, and moreover, they should have a good vision in their life for their future. With this, I like to conclude today's session on adolescence education. I thank Radhiyam President, Steve Singh sir, founder, and our dear Dr. Himanshu sir, who is coordinating this workshop, and Dimple ma'am, who is connecting all trainings, and all officials of Sahodhi, Alphonse, and everybody. I thank for giving me an opportunity to share my views on adolescence education. And of course, I thank all teachers or principals, those who have been the part of this workshop. In between, there was some interruptions from my side due to internet. So sorry for that. And once again, I thank everybody for being showing patience towards this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Shibu, sir. Um, you have given such a very nice session. Little bit glimpses we have faced, but it's okay, sir. It's not under our control, so we can understand.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
And
you.
dear participants, we have shared the link. Please fill it by 6:25. Thank you, sir. You can leave now. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice session, Shivu sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So now the links have been shared. Initially, there had been one message wherein participants were asked to say complete the feedback by 6:50. But seeing the things that we have increased the time of marking presence for 10 more minutes. So you can mark your attendance at 6:25. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shibu sir, and all the participants on behalf of Aryavata Survey School Complex. Simple man is already there. So thank you, Simple man.
Thank you, sir.
So now you all can leave here. Thank you.